Jay something, welcome to the Clement Manyathela show, man. Good morning.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it.
I wanted to say your name.
João.
João.
Yeah.
And then the surname
João da Fonseca.
João da Fonseca.
Yes, sir.
Is that why you decided to go with Jay something? Because it's...
Yeah, I mean, I've been in South Africa. Like, I came to South Africa when I was 7. I was born in Portugal. And then when I arrived, it was a bit tricky trying to explain to people my name, without and taking into account that I didn't know how to speak English either. So, I was this Portuguese kid that was trying to explain, no, it's João. But eventually, I think only after school and after varsity, when I got to Joburg specifically, I just said Jay whatever, man. Just call me Jay.
It's Jay whatever, Jay something.
Jay something. Jay Itzy.
Yeah. Do you still speak Portuguese?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, my whole family lives there. It's just my mom and I live in South Africa.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So you were raised by your mom?
I was raised, I was raised by my mom, my dad, my brother.
Yeah.
My parents split when I was about 10.
Yeah.
But my mom has been there, from day one, obviously.
Yeah. Do you think that there's a difference? I mean, people who've been raised by their moms will tell you how they've turned out in a specific way because they've spent a lot of time with moms. People who've been raised by mostly their dads or both parents will also have a different experience. What's your experience for you?
I think I don't believe, I'm sure that it is different to everybody else's journey. I think all our journeys are different, whether you grow up, however you grow up. So I definitely think I would agree with you to say my journey has definitely been different to everybody else. It's a very generalized sort of answer for me to try and give, but my mother was and continues to be a phenomenal human being, a person that can play whatever role is needed to be played at whatever time of my life. So she's been instrumental, since.
When does the music journey begin for you?
I think, I could answer that from a professional standpoint, and it started when Mi Casa started, which is 12 years ago. But I think the music journey for me started when I would sit in my uncle's house in Portugal, and he has still an incredible vinyl collection, and he would burn tapes for me of the likes of Tracy Chapman and Dave Matthews Band onto a tape off vinyl for me to listen to on my little Walkman. I think that's where the journey started,
Yeah.
But professionally, where I started to turn it into what we call a business, 12 years ago.
Was your uncle an artist himself, or he just appreciated music?
He's just a fan of music, He was just this guy that would, I always just remember seeing him sitting at home. He loved to draw as well, and he was an artistic guy. He didn't do it for a living, but he just had a massive heart for music.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, you're doing it as a business now, and he paved the way. I want us to play because there's so much to talk about. I want us to kick off with the new song you released recently. Who did you write the song for? Because it sounds so personal. Yeah,
I wrote it for myself. I wrote it years ago. I wrote it during lockdown time.
What was going on?
I've been through quite a, spirituality has always been always played quite an integral role in my life. And I think it's gone through its seasons where a lot of my life was heavily rooted in Christianity. And it's something that I think is just part of my journey and will forever be part of my journey. But I went through a season where I am a big fan of individualism. I really believe that we all are on our own paths. And I've been trying to, and continue to, and will forever be doing this, is just exploring my life, exploring my spirit, exploring my own journey. So I wrote the song when I was in that time.
Yeah, I love that idea of exploring because, whether you're a Christian or you are a Muslim or you grew up as someone who was more traditional in their religious beliefs. We were raised not to question, and we were always boxed into this. Only when I was older, I started questioning certain things because when I was young, I was told, you cannot, how dare you question this? How dare you ask if David did this? And I'm so glad that we find ourselves in a space where we can explore, man.
Yes. I'm so intrigued by my own capacity, and I think that's you can only find things if you explore, if you go and search. So I find it so exciting just to be able to feel free to.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it for you, man.
Thank you, bro.
All right,
You
your
too,
WhatsApp
man.
voice notes on 072 702 1702.
Hi, Clement. Beautiful, beautiful song from Something, from Jay Something. It is brilliant. I love this song. Wow, wow, wow.
Great stuff, Clement. Goosebumps. Typical South African. They are exceptional. Thanks to the guy, the great guy, Jay Something. It's an exceptional song. Great, great, great stuff. Thank you guys. Bye.
Hi, Clement. This is Mbale in Johannesburg. Just wanted to say thank you so much for Jay Something. You are awesome, actually. The both of you are awesome. This is such a beautiful song. It's so calm, and as Jay Something is such a kind and calm individual. And you can just feel it in his songs. You can just feel it even when he speaks. So thank you, and continue doing the great job.
Oh, Clemmy, that song is so beautiful. It literally
Oh.
touched my soul.
Oh.
Thank you so much. It's exactly just what I needed this morning.
Jeez.
Oh, that's priceless, man.
Yeah, man. I'm also like speechless at times like this. I think to be loved by strangers and to get so much love from people that I don't know, but clearly we have a connection through music. I think that's the most special thing. So, yeah, it's very overwhelming.
That's
for me,
just
man.
so. I always find it fascinating how people have not even met you, but sometimes they'll listen to your song and it speaks to their soul. And I wonder, as an artist, is that why it's important to don't just write music because you want to write music and release, but write music because you've got something to say?
Yes, I think that music for me it's strange that it's become what we call a career, but it's for me. I've always believed so much in the power of music, man, and what it can do, and I live for that. I literally I don't care much for being famous as long as it has a positive impact on society. Then thank God for the light that I get to shine. But yeah, man, just it never gets old, man. I've been doing this now for 12 years, and every time I hear people send through, especially on radio, when people send through, what do you call these things, like voice messages?
Notes.
I'm like, I'm always like, wow, man, you took the time just to say that.
Did you just say what do you call these things?
Yeah, voice. I was gonna say voice notes. I wasn't
do
sure.
you
what
use
call
voice
them
notes
now.
though?
Yeah,
do you communicate via
do,
voice notes. But is it like with the people you're close to? Because I find it, I don't want to say rude, but I find it weird when I don't know you, like we're not friends, but you're sending me a voice note. Like that's a bit invasive.
WhatsApp has made the world invasive, Like
right.
As long as you have my number, somehow you can voice note me. It's cool.
Dude, imagine, no. I'm like, you need to be like, I must be your friend.
Super
or you're my
close.
Friend. Yeah, dude, I want to hear your voice. Like, warn me.
You text me, don't you dare voice note.
It's like people who call you and they haven't even checked if they can call. Like, unless you're my mom or you're my friend. Or you are about to die, then call me. But otherwise, check me first. Hey, can I give you a call? How do you handle fame? You're famous.
I don't see it that way, and I think maybe that's just my personal way. I get really happy that I get celebrated by people, and if that makes me a celebrity, then really what a blessing. But it's more about trying to. I have a really good personal relationship with myself. I'm really aware of what I'm up to, and I know what I'm trying to do, and I know who I don't want to be as well. So I think by having that as a foundation, it helps you to deal with whatever comes your way, even fame. I get onto a stage and I don't get there feeling like I'm the superstar. I'm like, man, I'm just here to share my gift and my vibe.
To serve.
And the fact that people like vibe with it is just like, wow. And that's the magic. The magic is that I made the song 4 years ago, 5 years ago, not alone. And I used to listen to it alone or with my wife. Wow. And we bumped it for years in our car, at home and whatever. And then the most vulnerable part about being a musician or creative is when you let it go. Because then you have to wonder, I wonder how people are going to react. And the fact that it's getting this amount of love and these type of reactions is...
But the reality is, you are recognizable. Like if you if me and Abel walk into Pick and Pay or Woolworths, they'll probably think, who the hell are they? And then Jay something walks in, and then it's a mess. Are you socially awkward? Because there
It's
are
a
people who
gift.
are
No, I'm
popular, but when people come and they come and they want pictures, and it's overwhelming for them, so they stay away from malls, they stay away from restaurant.
Yeah.
Hence, I'm interested in how do you take it,
Look,
especially even when you're with your family.
Yes.
Like you want to have the private time, but people are passing by and they're like, "That's Jay something. I want a picture. I want to go tell him how cool that single is."
Yeah, I must say, like, firstly, I love spending a lot of time at home when I'm not working, but I've got no problem with going anywhere. I don't feel socially awkward. But with that said, I think that I feel really grateful. And I know that this too shall pass. You know, I know that there will be one day where I walk into a mall and maybe nobody will know who I am. And I think that I don't live thinking, oh, they know who I am. I just live, you know. And if you do know who I am, and if you do have something good to say about who I am, I'd love to hear it. And if you want to take a picture, man, like, I'm just a kid. Like, why would anybody ever want to take a picture with me? And so I feel really blessed by it all. And it's what helps me not only put food on the table, but it's what I live for. And the fact that other people are there showing love, it's just like that's what makes it all worthwhile, man. Otherwise, making music and listening to it yourself is cool. But it's really cool when you get to be at Joburg Day and everybody's singing, 10,000 people are singing your song that you wrote at home, and you're like, wow, this is dope.
That's amazing, man. Do you believe in therapy?
Of course. I believe in all sorts of therapy.
Yeah. And you've done therapy?
I've done formal therapy sessions. I feel like I have therapy every night with my wife.
That's what I'm picking up talking to you now. I'm like, this guy has done so much.
Even like talking to you
work.
is therapeutic. You know, I think like talking and just getting to like be with like-minded people.
Yeah,
it's all therapy.
I love that, man. So tell me about fatherhood. You're a dad.
Yeah, I don't really talk much about it. You know, I haven't really spoken a lot about it. You know, I've been sharing a lot about being a husband. I've been sharing a lot with my community online of how much I love my wife, because I think that I have a role to play in that, and I'd like to be a light in that space. Because we all, you know, a lot of people call us influencers, and I hate that term, you know, until I started to think like, am I actually influencing, like positively, you know? And if that's the case, then sure. I'll try and be an influencer, and I'll try and influence. So my journey as a husband has been absolutely phenomenal. I have enjoyed every step of it. I've enjoyed the hardship. I've enjoyed the moments of bliss. And then came parenthood, which, you know, also, you know, even you and I mean, we kind of know each other more than what other people know, how much more I know other people. But even that, you don't know anything about my life in that space.
True.
And that's something that I don't feel mature enough to talk about because, I don't know, just timing. But fatherhood has been incredible.
That's amazing, man. I've got some WhatsApp voice notes that have come through, so many of them, and so many calls as well coming through. So yes, I haven't forgotten about you. I will come to your calls on 011-883-0702, the WhatsApp line 072-702-1702. So is your wife also into music?
You know, I think she's actually listening because she told me, she asked
Wifey,
me, like, what
are you
station
into
are you
music?
on? So she's probably listening. She's into music. This morning when I left, actually, she was taking a shower and she was bumping the speakers in the house.
She sing. Be honest. Are you going to
I
plead
remember
the fifth?
one of our first dates. I said to her, you know what, man, I love how bad you sing.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just fun. You know, I think that, we can only have one good singer in the house. But she loves to sing.
Yeah.
You know, and I love that about her.
That's so
we
cool.
sing in the car, we sing in the shower. It's cool.
And I'm sure you're like cringing sometimes in the car. You're like, that's a wrong note. But sure, baby, I love you. So let's go. That's beautiful. And who's the best dancer between the two of you?
She's a good dancer. Yeah.
Okay, that's something.
Yeah, she's good. I think.
Who's the best cook?
she's a great cook.
Really?
Yeah, she's a great cook. The best, I mean, that would be, I couldn't answer that. I'd be biased,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I think she's a great cook. I think I'm better than her at certain things, but I think she's way better than me in other things. We're a good team.
That's wonderful. Yeah. All right. We're going to go to the latest in Eyewitness News headlines. And then when we come back, I'm going straight to your calls. We're hanging out with Jay Something this morning. We'll also talk about his restaurant. We will talk about his love for cooking. I know there's something that he's working on with Lazy Makoti as well. He'll give us some details about that. Chantal, you calling us from Pretoria. Good morning.
Hello, beautiful King Clement. Good morning to King Clement.
Good morning, Queen Chantal.
Hey.
How are you going out and Benani? Ninjani can get something. How are you doing, kings and queens?
Oh, man, we're blessed.
Seriously, you are sitting with a legend, beautiful King Clement. You know what? King Clement, King Jay, are you okay, my King Jay something?
We're great, my queen.
Thank you for always doing the best. Me and my kids are following you wherever you go, on the Mars Singer, wherever you cook. The song the gospel song that you came out with this year. I do not walk alone. Oh, I do not walk alone. Hold the sign. No. Thank you, King. You must just know that God is using you, and that song of yours is making me wake up, and so many other people. No matter what problems we have, that song keeps us going. God bless you. Many more beautiful years, King. And remember, Kimberlite in Pretoria salute you and the 702 family, King Jay Something.
Hey, man,
you,
she
Queen
needs her own
Chantal.
radio
Right?
show. Yo.
Queen Chantal, thank you for your call in Pretoria. Willie in Midrand, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Tada.
How are you, Claire?
Mnati, how's it?
Good show as usual. Good show.
I know this voice.
Hey, good job.
Hey, Mama, Prawili.
How are you, my brother?
Ah, man, I'm missing you, man.
You're making me so proud, man. You're making me.
So
Clement, this gentleman, I was very fortunate to see him grow from the beginning. I was running Joe's Butchery in Alex.
It's true.
And this boy is doing really. Him and Moti. Before I met Duda, but they're such good people, man.
This is an incredible man. Really, it was. He is a very instrumental guy.
Proud, my boy. But you know what you are doing to me? I have since Moti's dad died. I once ate at the Parkest your food. But since you've opened the restaurant, you haven't invited me. I don't know.
How can you call me out on air to say
you,
this, Prawili?
Yeah, because he must make a public commitment. Yeah,
it's a public announcement.
Come and pick me up.
Yeah, in fact, he must come pick you up.
As soon as I'm done here on Clement's show, I'm calling you. I'm calling you as soon as I'm done.
Thank you, Prawili.
Good song. Good song, brother.
Love you, bro. Really love you, man.
Good song.
Thank you.
Shout out to all the boys. Shout out to the boys, your wife as well.
Yes.
Good luck, my boy.
Yeah, thanks for calling, bro, Willie.
Thanks, bro.
One love. Good luck.
Wow, that's a legend.
One love. Tell me about your relationship with him.
Prawili, you know, when we started out, there's a venue in Alex called Joe's Butcher. I don't know if you've ever been, but it's a small little Shisanyama joint on the corner of a street, and it's a place that would play on Sundays specifically. I remember we would get invited to go and do a show, but it was a show you never got paid for, but you always wanted to do it because there was the right type of people there, people that really love house music. So you would go there and you would perform, and he was the guy that would organize these shows. Crazy that he calls, because that was years ago.
That's incredible,
What a
man.
legend.
That's so beautiful.
And he's got that voice. I knew it was him straight away. I'm like,
you knew from the onset. I saw your eyes pop.
Yeah.
Gershwin, you calling from Johannesburg. Hi.
Hi, Greg Clement and Jay Something. How are you guys doing?
Good.
yeah, we're blessed, brother.
Good. No, man, I just wanted to say shout out to Jay Something there. He's my all-time favorite artist.
Wow.
Of course, with the Mi Casa crew. I haven't been fortunate to see him act live. A couple of years ago when you guys opened at Mealdo's Arch with that Christmas light, I literally got there when you guys were finishing off, and you finished off with my favorite song, which was Toka.
Oh,
It was
wow.
amazing. I only caught you on that one. But then 2-3 months ago, my brother and my wife surprised me, and they booked a table at Artistry when it just
Oh, wow.
opened.
That's
And,
beautiful.
you came over to the table, you had a chat to us, you explained the dessert and the inspiration around it. And me being a chef, I appreciated that. But what I love most about you is your humility. And I just want to say God bless you, man. And you're
Thank you,
really an
brother.
inspiration. And whenever I'm down, believe you me, I can listen to Mi Casa the whole morning, and
Wow.
that picks me up. And I love your music, man.
What a blessing,
beautiful.
man. Thank you for
Gershwin,
your words, man.
Thanks for calling,
You're
brother.
welcome. Thank you, guys. Okay.
Cheers. Thank you, Gershwin. Speaking of the restaurant,
Yes.
when did you decide? I mean, you've obviously always been a great cook, but when did you realize, actually, I can write a book about this and I can open a restaurant?
You know, bro, like when I look back at it all, like I'm completely overwhelmed because I grew up in the food industry. My mom and my dad both were in it. And then I started cooking actually with my wife, girlfriend back then. And it was 2 years into Mi Casa, and we started to buy cookbooks and a bottle of wine, and then we would try something out. And ever since then, I started to share online. And it was really it was the online community that brought me to this point. You know, they said, oh, you got to do a book, you got to do a TV show. And here I now stand in front of you just down the road from your new offices, you know, my own joint called Artistry in the heart of Sandton. So it's been a whole journey, but, you know, I think it's a lot of it has come because people have believed in me and encouraged me to do it.
What's the concept behind Artistry? I mean, Gershwin talks about how for him, it meant so much to have the owner and the chef come and explain the inspiration behind. When you were thinking of Artistry, what did you want to be the experience of your patrons?
I'll tell you one thing, I didn't want it to be a restaurant. So it's not a restaurant. It's a cultural platform by definition. It's got 3 floors. The rooftop is a restaurant, which we are literally finishing up also now, a very cool contemporary beer garden. It's got a swimming pool on top as well. So that's where you can have great food and great drink. And then 1 floor down, it's got what we call the listening bar, which is where you can experience great mixology, DJs playing. And it's a nice place to go to pre your dinner or after dinner for a little, you know, razzle after dinner. And then the 3rd floor, we've got 100-seater theater where we do comedy. Tonight, I've got Loiso Gola in the theater. He's doing some new work. We've got DJ Terrence in the listening bar on Friday, which is a lot of cool things are happening. But the listening bar is essentially where we showcase movies. We watch old movies. We premiere new ones, comedy, music. I've got Brendan Praise in the theater this month as well for our flagship music event. So very cool place.
I think I'm gonna come check out Loisa tonight.
Yes.
And then how do we then check what else you have planned? Is there an Instagram account people need to follow?
So we've got at Artistry JHB on Instagram, and then this is artistry.co.za is our website, which has also everything that's happening, and you can get in touch. It's very community driven. If you like the arts and you want to have a good drink and a good plate of food, you know, that's what we've built.
Love it. What's up, voice note?
Oh, Manyathela, Uchand, and Jay. Beautiful voice, man. Beautiful piece of music. The song is a beautiful song. I love the lyrics. I love it when muses, you know, acknowledges God, and especially muses or artists that we know them for house or another genre outside the gospel. So wow, it's a beautiful song, my man. Zwelezi in Israel.
Hi, Clement, how's it, man? Mtswaledi mo Albertine. Clement, J something is something, man. Really, that song, man. That song is so good, man. J something kilo bro.
Wonderful. All right. Yo, Jay, man. I was at your restaurant in Rosebank. It's Eugene. Flip the food they eat. It's awesome. It's really, really awesome. Keep up the great work, man. You're a star. Cheers.
Oh, that's beautiful. Hi, Clement. I'm sitting in the mall parking, listening. I'm unable to come out of the car.
Wow.
I'm also teary from that song. That's a message from LZ. Another person says, "Oh, Clement, J something. What I love about you, man, is that you love your wife openly, but also your talent, and you're always being humble."
Clement, good morning to you too, and the young legend that you have on your show this morning. I've been a fan of J something and his Mi Casa group from inception to this day. I've even become a bigger fan now because, man, this new song that is going to released, it's really amazing, man. Job well done, my brother.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Tell me about Emily King. I've never heard that song before, but I love it.
There's a song of hers called Distance, which is on the same album. And I just got back recently from tour with Mi Casa in Europe. We were away for about a month and a half. And it was on my way back to the airport, to back home. And I listened to this song, Distance. And lyrically, it's obviously about being apart from somebody you love. Mm-hmm. And I sent it to my wife, and I'm like, listen to this. This is exactly how I feel. And eventually started to listen to the rest of the album and came across this song. I mean, the bass, the lyrics of this song is so beautiful. So, yeah, she's incredible. I don't know too much about her. I'm just currently like super obsessed with her.
Listen, I've already got enough. I've put it on my list. I'm going to be listening to her on my way after work. How is it performing with Mi Casa outside our borders?
It's wild,
do people like get the music? Are they crazy about house?
It's so cool, man. Like, you know, I mean, like just performing with Mi Casa is just something that I'm completely addicted to, no matter where we are. But yeah, this tour recently was just so incredible. We did 11 shows in 16 days in 9 countries. So it was a bit intense as a singer, but you know, it was just so well received. Every single territory was just so unique and very cool, man.
Lazy Makoti and you. Yeah. What is this thing you're cooking?
It's cool. I mean, it's something that's actually turned out to be something that I actually really like. We get thrown a lot of opportunities and came across this one opportunity, which was together with Amarula. And Amarula is a brand that, I don't know about you, but like my mom owned a restaurant for 18 years. And it was when I started to get a bit older and, we could have, good times there. The first thing I ever had was an Amarula inside an ice cream. It was like it's called a Dom Pedro, which is like a milkshake with Amarula in it. Yeah. But anyway, we got asked to do, what I got told was, would you like to do a cookbook together with the Lazy Makoti using Amarula as a key ingredient? So it's been a lot of fun. We've been putting together a bunch of recipes. And the thing that's made it really cool is that it's actually not just her and I. It's other South Africans that have been submitting recipes, and it's a really cool culmination of recipes made by all of us.
So you guys have carte blanche to just explore.
It's so cool, dude. Like I got because I'm not a chef. Like I people call me a chef, but I'm like, to be honest with you, I'm really not a chef. I just like cooking. And if that makes me a chef, then cool, I'll be a chef. But I'm at home, and when I want to cook, I Google, I check books, I call my mom, and we try. And not everything goes right, but cooking with Amarula has been a lot of fun because I think your mind automatically goes towards, let's create desserts, which has been cool. But man, I made a fried chicken and waffles with Amarula.
Wait, hold up.
It's
Did
so
you just say
good.
Fried chicken?
Yeah, it's so
with
good.
Amarula.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a cream, essentially. It's a cream liqueur, and it's got this little bit of sweetness to it. So, the whole fried chicken and waffles is also this play on salt and sweet. And we did this sauce that goes over the fried chicken and waffle. It's
and
so
can you
good.
taste like
yes, of course. Yeah. I mean, it's just it's all about balanced food. But it's been a lot of fun, man. You especially the savory stuff, because I was like, can we really achieve something here? And then you try it and you're like, wow, this is good.
That's so cool, man. I'm looking forward to that. So you guys are still working on.
So we are. Submissions are closed now. Okay. We've gotten a host of stuff from a whole bunch of South Africans, and it comes out in the first quarter of next year.
Okay, wonderful. We'll look out for that. Hi, Clement. Hi, wonderful young man. Clement, thank you for inviting Jay something for us. What a spiritual healer he is. Your parents are blessed to have you, and South Africa is even more blessed. Your song is bringing hope to all South Africans. You are both my favorite young men. I love you with Mama's love.
Wow.
And to Jay something, thank you for loving your wife, Mkwenyana.
Mkwenyana.
You wonderful gift to all South Africans. Warmest regards. That's Mama Vuyi in
beautiful, man.
Queenstown in Pretoria. Thank you, Mama Vuyi. What a beautiful message.
Hi, Clement. And from Eldorado Park here. You have made my day. That song is beautiful. Thank you, Jay something. But wow. Let me tell you something, Clement. 2013, on the 25th of October, when my youngest son got married, as they walk into the reception area, guess what song played? Jiga, my baby, Jiga. Ah, thank you, Clement. I love that guy.
Man, Jay something, this was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. You know what? I'm so obsessed with like making sure that my time is used well.
Was it used well?
I really want to just say to you that the biggest compliment I could ever give you was that this was so worth my time. I really had such fun.
I'm happy to hear that.
Blown away by all the messages, and I feel so loved, and it's a gift that I leave with here today. I feel so loved, and what a blessing it is to be loved.
That's beautiful, man. I'll see you tonight.
Yes.
At Artistry.
Yes. Come through. It's going to be magical. Loiso Gola's there. It's going to be
I can't wait. Thank you for making time,
Thank you,
brother.
guys. Lots of love.
Hanging out with Clement
on 702.
Let's walk the talk.